This one chakra transforms how you see the world, how you understand your reality, and what you see and sense. It's your third eye chakra. My name is Janika Galloway, and I'm an author, I'm a hypnotherapist, and I'm a psychic guide, helping people tell and live the story that they are born to tell. And so I've been working on a mini series about the chakras because the energetic system that we work with also determines how well we live and share the story that we're born to tell. So if you're just joining me for this one, I'll be going through the third eye chakra, but I really do suggest that you go back to the root chakra and watch all the way through because they all flow. For example, if you've got a blockage in any of the below from your third eye, then it really is one of those things where you're not going to get the truth. You're not going to see the truth. You're not going to perceive the truth if any of these are blocked. So I really recommend you head back to those other videos. If you've stuck with me all the way to now, I'm excited you're here. Once again, we are going to be going through some of the characteristics of the third eye chakra and then also covering some of the indications that there is a balanced third eye, an unbalanced or imbalanced third eye rather, or if there is an overstimulated third eye and what you can do to balance out that third eye chakra. Okay, so location-wise, that third eye chakra is going to sit right here in between your eyes, or eyebrows rather. I'm pointing to here, not here. It's in this general area is where that energy center is going to be. So it's an indigo color. Some people see it as the purple. It's indigo is probably the correct term. I am wearing some form of purple here, but indigo is the color that it comes through. And it's also, the gland is the pituitary gland. Did I say that right? Pituitary, that gland. I'm not a doctor. These videos are not to be swapped in for your own health and wellness checks with your professionals. I'm just talking about the energy centers. So pituitary gland. I think I got it right in that one. Anyway, moving on. So with its energies and lessons, it's about being able to sense reality and see truth. So seeing clearly and truthfully. The third eye chakra to me is kind of where the ego is met and then rebalanced. Like it's kind of like a battle. It goes through its challenges and then it's balanced out, washed away, so that what is revealed is the truth of the situation, the clarity of situation. It's removing the lower perception. So like those physical human elements that I went through all the way from the root, it's removing the human so that we can see past the illusion and see the truth of what we are and what we're doing here and what else is with us. So we're instead seeing that truth from divine. The third eye chakra is also considered one of the upper chakras, so that is important to note here as well. So we're sensing the higher self, source, God, higher beings. This is where we learn and sense and see the evolution that's required of our soul. You know, personal blockages, any cultural, family structures, religions, any societal illusions, we're seeing past that to see truth. And our clairs are activated in this too. When we have an open and working, balanced third eye chakra, that's often where people's intuition starts playing in. They start determining that they're, clairvoyant, clairaudient, whatever clair they are most strong in, but their intuition basically is being enhanced so that they can see beyond the veil. When that third eye is balanced, we're seeing clearly, as I've mentioned. We also are trusting what we're seeing and believing and knowing. We're intuitive, we're imaginative, we're insightful, and we might be remembering our dreams a little more clearly too. When it's out of balance, we might have a stronger tie with our ego. Not that that's a bad thing. I just think we're probably less in tune and flowing in this reign, and we're more like tied with the ego. Not that that's a bad thing. Sometimes it's a protective thing, but it's like we're pushing away the truths that we know are required for our soul's growth because we want to live in this other sense of reality. So this comes up a lot, surprise, surprise, in the work that I do, where it's like a soul has chosen a lesson or some sort of a agreement that it has made in this life, the story it's born to tell, but they've got the blinders on with the third eye and it's like, I don't want to see that, I don't want to sense that, I don't want to deal with that, even though it is required for the spiritual growth. You might also find that you're going into mental loops if you've got a blockage in this area. So you're going in mental loops, you can't really sense clearly, you're not seeing the truth, you're not sure who's lying, confused. Might manifest as eye issues, any sort of migraines, any brain issues, anything up in this range. You also might have poor memory. You might struggle to recall dreams and have difficulty visualizing. This was such a key indicator for me. I really struggled to visualize. Like if I was to tell you to close your eyes right now, do it, and visualize for me a really bright, vivid orange butterfly about the size of your hand. Are you seeing it? Can you see that with your eyes closed? So I really struggled actually with my visualization or my visual recall for a long, long time when my third eye chakra was blocked. Okay, so an overcharged third eye chakra. It looks like having no boundaries at all. So like you can't control what you see and don't see beyond the veil. That is overstimulated. We don't want that. We want to have clear boundaries, only seeing love and light here. So that can be really scary, right? Peeking into someone else's business as well without permission is a big flag for me of someone that has an overstimulated third eye. So you should have the boundaries, especially if you probably have your own psychic abilities if you're watching this, or you're developing them, or you're going through those motions. So if you're peeking into people's business without asking and you're being shown things without getting their permission, that is a big don't do that. Overstimulated. Hallucinations as well can come up, and then also difficulty concentrating. So the way that we balance out the third eye chakra is meditation. Meditation is key. That is what you're going to use, especially practices that ease in visualization and use that in a form of practice. That's really important. And crystals can also help. So when I'm working with third eye chakra, the crystals that I'm using are amethyst, but also I love lapis lazuli as my crystal of choice for that. I just find it's like heavier for me. I like it a little bit more. So to wrap up, if you're experiencing any sort of difficulty trusting your intuition, what you're sensing and seeing and perceiving, or you're trapped in some sort of an ego state or reality that's been coming from society, pressure, norms, religious beliefs, anything like that, there might be some blockages with your third eye chakra. Practices like guided meditations, working with crystals, sound, light, that's all going to help assist you with that. And I really do think it's a gradual thing. Like I think when you're ready for that, it opens for you. It's one of those things that you're kind of guided to experience if you are going to move beyond these chakras into the higher chakras, which many of you, if you're watching this video, you are. So if you found this video helpful, please let me know how you experience your chakra, your third eye chakra, how it manifested for you, what your journey was like to opening that. I'd love to hear.